Hi everybody, this is Renee from Paramount Solutions in Orlando, Florida. We are a small family-owned psychic service. We book psychic readings by phone. We have excellent readers. They are all clairvoyant, tested by us. Some of them can use tarot cards, some of them are psychic mediums. It just depends on what you're looking for. We are always looking to help and we love what we do. We would really love to help you find a reader that can actually help you with your life issues. So call us at 1-800-966-2294 or check us out a little bit more on our website at thepsychicline.com. We have a lot of information on this Wednesday Facebook Live. We're actually going into Mercury Retrograde. A lot of you may have started to feel it because we've been in the pre-shadow phase for about a week and a half. So it's definitely has started to affect energy, and we know that many people are going to be feeling this one because of the Aries influence. Basically, is Mercury Retrograde is going to be starting tomorrow, which is on Thursday, March 22nd. And it will run through April 14th. The post-shadow phase after that will actually last, which is kind of like what we've been in with the pre-shadow phase. The post-shadow phase, you can still feel the energy a little bit, and that'll actually last through May 4th, actually. Mercury is basically the planet that rules communication. It is thought to cause havoc with communication. There'll be a lot of miscommunications. It is thought to affect computers, technology, your car, all of those sort of things. Just things kind of go haywire when Mercury goes into retrograde. When we're talking about Mercury retrograde, it's an astrological event that basically is Mercury looks like it's going backwards on the chart, where it's not really going backwards, but it looks like it is, and that does definitely cause some havoc. Mercury retrograde usually happens, any 2 to 4 times a year, and it's definitely a time where you want to have a little bit of extra patience and to practice patience. But especially with this one, you will need to. Aries is definitely a sign that it can actually, when it's in Mercury retrograde, it actually can affect, a lot of people can be very short with communication. They can be very direct, and so it can be a little bit difficult to deal with as far as I guess with dealing with other people, because there could be miscommunications and they could be kind of brash. So be careful with that. Definitely, we have a lot of recommendations on this because it is kind of an important thing. That's when Mercury goes into retrograde, it does believe to affect electronics, transportation, decision making, and communication. So if you have a trip planned, let's say if you're going on spring break or something like that, you might want to just give yourself a little extra time if you're going to the airport. There's just for good measure, you should probably do that. Each sun sign does have a different way with dealing with each Mercury retrograde cycle, depending on which sun sign it's in and how it's affecting that sun sign and all the other sun signs. So some sun signs are going to be more affected than others. So that's normal, but this one probably will be a little bit stronger because of the Aries influence. It's likely to affect pretty much all star signs, and the energy is likely to be very unpredictable and volatile, even for Mercury retrograde. So get ready to be patient. We have a lot of different tips to dealing with Mercury retrograde. The first one is to practice patience. Definitely with yourself, practice patience, and with your loved ones, your friends, anybody who you may have in your life, all your work associates. Definitely please practice patience. We always recommend to give yourself extra time during the Mercury retrograde, and that does mean extra downtime for yourself, so you have a little bit more time to relax because it can be a little bit stressful, and a little extra time for traveling. So if you are doing a road trip, or if you're going via airline or whatever for your spring break or wherever you're going to go, definitely give yourself some extra time. Like I would definitely do that. We do recommend, this is actually a time that you can actually be creative and really show off your creative skills just in case something crazy happens. We recommend that you step back for a second and then figure out the problem and go for it to solve your problems that can actually help you a little bit at work. For instance, if something goes really crazy and you know that there's stuff that can go crazy at work, then just, be somebody who can put out that problem, put out that fire, and it can actually help you a lot with your career if you do that. We do recommend that you take some time to relax and don't take things personally. Some people can be a little bit moody during the Mercury retrograde, especially in Aries, so that could definitely affect just their moods. And so you do want to not take things personally, which is hard. We understand that. You do want to take, if you're going to be signing any contracts, let's say for a job or for a house or mortgage, cars, loans, whatever kind of contract you might be signing, you're going to want to triple check what you're signing. Some people actually do wait until after a Mercury retrograde cycle to sign any contracts. We don't think that you need to do that, but we do think that you are going to want to make sure that any kind of contract that you sign is going to be really legit. So just make sure to triple check and to do everything right on. Stay positive. We always recommend to stay positive. That can be difficult because a lot of people are going to be moody. So if you can, just try to stay as positive as you can. We're all human. We understand that not everybody can be super positive all the time. I know I can't, but the thing is that if you just try to focus on that positive energy, it might help you out a little bit. If conflicts arise or if anything goes really crazy, we do recommend you just take a step back. You really might be really inclined to really speak your mind at first because of the Aries ruling planet this retrograde, but you really do just back off for a second before you attack, because you don't want to miscommunicate, and you definitely don't want to do it when the Aries, because it's going to come across probably 10 times worse than what you actually mean, and we just don't want you to get in any kind of situation like that. So be sure to take a step back and reevaluate before being critical or before, anything crazy happens. If you have any questions, we definitely have a lot of readers that love to help you with this. Call us at 1-800-966-2294. Otherwise, we really do hope that you all have a very smooth Mercury retrograde. We'll probably be addressing more issues and questions as they come up over the next week or so. If you need a reading, definitely call us. We would love to help you. You can also obviously check us out at thepsychicline.com. And we have a lot of readers on tonight if you wanted to get a reading. Take care and have a great day.